likes to brag about and all that good stuff. And he's a communist, like, bro, self-proclaimed communist socialist. Like, he's not gonna BS you about it. He definitely is. But here's the concerning thing about this young man. So these are his heroes, okay, guys? These are this man's heroes for some reason. Like the Ayatollah, bro. If I show you what he got under this, he has this guy like labeled as a hero. Let's go to some of his videos.
We're at a Jewish synagogue in Iran, and as you can see, there's not much left of it. These are the inconvenient victims of U.S. and Israeli aggression. They bombed this Jewish synagogue during the Ramadan War. Some of you might be surprised to learn that there are actually Jewish people in Iran. Yes, there are Jews, Christians. There's even a Jewish member of the Iranian parliament. And you can see over here, I mean, just everything is destroyed. Of course, CNN, Fox News, if they even cover this sort of a strike, it's extremely limited coverage. They don't like to talk about the fact that Israel is bombing Jewish people that do not ascribe to the Zionist ideology. These are anti-Zionist Jewish people. And because of that simple fact that they live in Iran and they support the Islamic Republic of Iran, they destroyed their place of worship. They tried to kill them. And there are still other synagogues that remain in Iran. This is not the only one. But you can see, I mean,
yeah, a lot of people are pissed off at him just for doing this type of coverage. And of course, pretty much glazing Khomeini. Like, bro, being glazing Khomeini so much is wild. This is an American, by the way. This is an American. And he's over here glazing Khomeini like he was our supreme leader or something. Metro, Holy Mary Metro Station. Damn, they got a Holy Mary Metro Station. I mean, you kind of see the problem here. Bro, American, but he's like an Iranian spokesman. Now, when he was cooking on the whole, Israel's out here claiming that they're protecting Jews all over the world, but they bombed the synagogue and killed Jews in Iran. He's cooking with that. He's not wrong. Let's see here. He's also a huge believer in the whole, Muslim Christian alliance, which I'm be real with you. I share that sentiment as well. Yeah, but he's been catching a lot of heat for all these videos he's been doing in Iran. This is the last one.
It's a great honor to be in Iran. This is my first time in the Islamic Republic of Iran. And hopefully I will be back again soon, if that's possible. I wish that I could be here under better circumstances. It goes without saying that the terrorist government in the United States is not unique to Trump. They've wanted to do this for a very long time because Sayyid Ali Khamenei represented many things. He represented a virtuous man, a man at the center of the anti-imperialist struggle, a man who was willing to commit to these principles that he upholds, whether it is through economic sovereignty.
And yes, guys, he went there for the funeral. And yes, he's calling Khomeini. Okay, guys, like I said, you're about to start tripping. Like, is this kid really saying this? And he's an American? Yes, guys, natural born American, 5th generation American, but full-blown communist.
This government in the United States is not unique to Trump. They've wanted to do this for a very long time because Sayyid Ali Khamenei represented many things. He represented a virtuous man, a man at the center of the anti-imperialist struggle, a man who is willing to commit to these principles that he upholds, whether it is through economic sovereignty, whether it's through cultural or scientific sovereignty, or the sovereignty of the defense and security of the Islamic Republic, in a way that I really can't say any other country or any other organization has done in recent history. And for those reasons, of course, Iran has always been a target. Sayyid Ali Khamenei has always been a target. And, well, I think the biggest reason that we all have to reflect on is that Sayyid Ali Khamenei represented an incorruptible man. And you look at leaders across the world today, and maybe We support certain things that they do, but can we really say that they are incorruptible? Can we really expect that when they do achieve martyrdom or meet their maker, that they will be leaving this earth with nothing but a pickup truck and some office supplies, as Sayyid Ali Khamenei did? That's a real leader. That's a person who's serving his people at every single step, and this being the primary goal of their life.
Hmm.
And of course, serving God. I do have to also
Now,
add some comments for.
and here's the thing, guys. You know what's so crazy? I've actually heard Iranians on X. I know y'all hate the Khomeini glaze and all this, and I get it, whatever. But the thing is, though, people in Iran have hold Khomeini, yeah, the ex-Ayatollah, the one that we took out, hold him in such high regard. And here's the thing, like a lot of our, like, you got to understand how the Iranian government works. People separate the Ayatollah from the government, and you believe it or not, the Ayatollah also votes in the elections as well. Even though it's him and the religious clerics that choose all five of the candidates. Yeah, a lot of people hold him in high revere because he also participates in the local election. He's a pusher he was a pusher for more liberal Islam, ironically. So guys, we got the moderate. We did. And we blew him up for a hardliner. But here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, that yes, Khomeini was liked by his people. Like you could tell by the funeral. Look how that turned out. You could tell by the fact that even people who disagreed with him rally around the flag to fight what he was fighting, which was us, sadly. So you do also got to look at things from a different perspective and try not to look at it from the American lens only. And I don't blame you from looking at it at the American lens only, but if you don't, if you want to have a deeper understanding and not a surface level understanding, you got to understand perspectives here.
Or my own government. We no longer have freedom of speech in the United States. And even coming to an event like this as historic, the world's largest funeral in human history, a last farewell to Sayyid Ali Khamenei, could possibly land you in legal trouble if you return back to the United States. But the real problem in the United States are the people which are being oppressed day in and day out by the same government that wants to balkanize Iran and wants chaos all across West Asia. There's many Americans who not only oppose the war on Iran, but actually love Iran because of that simple fact. We view Iran's struggle against the US empire as a common struggle. And that's why we, in many cases, we support what Russia is doing. We support China's stance in this world. We support North Korea, and we support the Islamic Republic of Iran, who has done so much in this struggle and fight for sovereignty, but also, and then inadvertently, the liberation of America itself from these Zionist forces. The United States should be very careful. They are routinely violating the Memorandum of Understanding. The idea that Israel can act independently of the United States is ludicrous and insane. The United States has financial interests in blocking China's Belt and Road Initiative, balkanizing Iran, and replacing the Belt and Road Initiative with the India-Middle East Economic Corridor. Israel would benefit greatly from this. And of course, the United States has not lost hope of its vision for chaos in Iran. So I say to all of those in the US military, you are currently fighting a war against the people of God. And we know that anyone who fights a war against the people of God will never be successful. So it's your duty, your solemn duty, to lay down your arms, to consciously object, to rip up whatever patches, whatever materials you have from the US military, and abandon your post.
Mm-hmm.
Why on earth would you continue to serve in a military that bombed 168 schoolgirls in Manab? Why would you serve in a military that bombed dozens of young women playing volleyball on the second day of this war? Why would you serve in a military that routinely assassinates nuclear scientists that are?
Oh no, he's definitely right about that. Like we didn't cover it, but it definitely did happen. Where there, yes, we did bomb a volleyball little stadium, and we did kill a bunch of girls in there. I was like, wow, not little girls, but still, it's like still fucked up.
What Russia is doing, we support China's stance in this world, we support North Asia. There's many Americans who not only oppose the war on Iran, but actually love Iran because of that simple fact. We view Iran's struggle against the US empire as a common struggle. And that's why we, in many cases, we support what Russia is doing. We support China's stance in this world. We support North Korea, and we support the Islamic Republic of Iran, who has done so much in this struggle and fight for sovereignty, but also and then inadvertently the liberation of America itself from these Zionist forces. The United States should be very careful. They are routinely violating the Memorandum of Understanding. The idea that Israel can act independently of the United States is ludicrous and insane. The United States has financial interests in blocking China's Belt and Road Initiative, balkanizing Iran, and replacing the Belt and Road Initiative with the India Middle East Economic Corridor. Israel would benefit greatly from this. And of course, the United States has not lost hope of its vision for chaos in Iran. So I say to all of those in the US military, you are currently fighting a war against the people of God. And we know that anyone who fights a war against the people of God will never be successful. So it's your duty, your solemn duty, to lay down your arms, to consciously object, to rip up whatever patches, whatever materials you have from the US military, and abandon your post. Why on earth would you continue to serve in a military that bombed 168 schoolgirls in Manab? Why would you serve in a military that bombed dozens of young women playing volleyball on the second day of this war? Why would you serve in a military that routinely assassinates nuclear scientists that are pursuing the economic and scientific sovereignty of this country? You are doing the dirty work of the demons. And as sad as it is, many Americans, I think, don't even know this, but many are waking up to this simple fact. If you don't wake up to this simple fact soon enough, though, the gates of heaven will not be open for you. So I encourage you all to reconsider your service in the U.S. military and consciously object. Thank you again to Iran. Thank you to the organizers.
I halfway agree, except with the whole Khomeini glaze and all that good stuff. Trust me, I agree with us. Us interfering in the Middle East and all that good stuff, it never really works out for us, and we tend to cause more problems. Like, trust me, I get it. What else this man got? Okay, he got some videos from Pop and all that good stuff. But all right then, and that's Jackson Hinkle, the guy that they hate so much for visiting Iran. Is there any more?
We're in the Islamic Republic of Iran, and they have part of the New Testament here on the walls in their metro, talking about the Immaculate Conception of Jesus Christ and Mother Mary. I mean,
yes, we all know well, a lot of people don't know this, but it should be common knowledge that Muslims revere Jesus and the Mother Mary. And they believe in the Immaculate Conception. They believe in his miracles. Of course, there's a bit of contentious about the whole Son of God thing, but they do believe he's coming back. So, I really never really understood the beef.
It's just incredible. These right here are quotes from Imam Khomeini about Jesus Christ. They say that he was a very, very important prophet sent by God to fight against the oppressors. Behind me.
And all right. Like I said, you see why they don't like this kid? Do you see why? He's a unifier. He's not a divider. Trust me, if he was out here talking about F the Muslims and we must destroy Iran and we can never be friends with a Muslim, trust me, he'd get all the push in the world. They would love him. They would celebrate him. He'd be on Fox News. But since he's a unifier, they're going to hate the hell out of him. And trust me, bro, I wouldn't want to sit there and glaze Khomeini. Trust me, that's not what I'm going to do. But I do get the message of him pretty much saying, it's like, yo, we should be trying to make peace instead of war. And us trying to create war only hurts us every single time. So why not just learn our lesson instead of trying to spread hatred of other people? MAGA.
You're in Iran. I definitely recommend that you come to this museum. We're here at the Holy Defense Museum in Tehran. And behind me is a newly...
guys, you have any questions, comments, jokes, or disagreements? I'll be happy to read it out loud and engage with it. Just make sure to send in a super chat, or you can support on Venmo as well. And if not, make sure to double tap that screen and like the video. Or if you're a hater, you can just cry in the chat. Either way, I'm happy.
Constructed exhibit dedicated to Sayyid Ali Khamenei's efforts and dedication and sacrifice in the Iran-Iraq war. It has several parts to it. The part that we just visited is, as I mentioned, new, and it's all dedicated to Sayyid Ali Khamenei. As you can see behind me, they have a replica of his office where he appeared many times before the public. Inside the exhibit, we saw a lot of history
This dude really
dedicated
went on
to
a trip
the
to Iran and
revolution,
got a whole
the
tour.
rise of Sayyid Ali Khamenei. There was a specific part dedicated to the assassination attempt on his life, which resulted in life-threatening injuries.
Oh yeah, I mean, he lost control. He lost use of one of his arms, and he became like very soft-spoken. And how they tried to take him out was that he was being interviewed, and somebody was recording his voice. They put a bomb in the recorder and blew it up in front of him, and it almost took him out. But it ended up just effing up his vocal cords and taking out use of his arm. If you ever wondered why you never seen him raise both arms, that's why.
As well as, of course, his time in the Iran-Iraq war and all of his sacrifices that he put forward, and just how beloved he was during that time, and how it led to his role in leadership, eventually becoming president and eventually the supreme leader of the Islamic Republic of Iran. You really cannot understand the...
Yeah. This guy is crazy. But I mean, he's standing on it. He's standing on it. Let's see here. What else? Oh yeah, the Million Man funeral pull-up. I ain't gonna lie, they shocked the world with that one. 1 million people pulling up to this man's funeral. Boy. Anything else?
We are here in Iran at the Gandhi Hospital complex that the United States damaged heavily in an airstrike, which specifically targeted this plot of land over here, which used to be the IRIB Channel 2 headquarters. You can show the people what it looks like over there. Nothing but just dust and rubble now. But we are standing in the midst of the damage of, again, the Gandhi Hospital complex. When the United States bombed this...
Oh, yeah, I remember reporting on that. Yeah, like we pretty much were bombing a communication center across the street from this hospital. And of course, since we were bombing the communication center that's right across the street, the hospital caught some damage, of course. Like, what was it? The missiles had like 1,000 feet kill radius or damage radius.
This location, they knew that this was a hospital. This hospital had been on Google Maps for 10 plus years, and they knew that people were likely inside because during the war, so many people were getting services and medical attention in this hospital. Also, people had, IVF treatment here. There was an ICU station here. When the hospital was targeted and bombed, there was newborns, there was babies here. Thank God there was no deaths.
And all righty. All right. And that's enough of Jackson Hinkle. I think you get the point. I mean, if you want to go ahead and follow him on X, he's right here. Yeah, American Communist Party. Like, bro, full blown American Communist Party. The future belongs to the working class. Yeah, this is his this is him. American Communist Party, and of course the Gulag. I don't even want to investigate that too much.
With the power of all these African.
But all right, though, back to Nick Fuentes and back to Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones.
The Republicans, and now we're here. So you were very pressing on that. But Hinkle's a very handsome guy, nice guy.